Have you ever felt a presence around you that you couldn't explain? It's a question that has puzzled many of us at one time or another. This unseen presence, this whisper of something otherworldly. Could it be real? Could it be a visitor from beyond our realm of understanding? In the realm of the paranormal, two types of entities are often discussed: ghosts and spirits. While they may seem similar, they are in fact quite different. Ghosts are typically associated with the lingering energy of someone who has passed away but hasn't moved on. They often replay certain aspects of their lives over and over, seemingly stuck in a temporal loop. Spirits, on the other hand, are entities that have successfully passed on from this world to the next. They are often seen as guides or messengers, bringing wisdom or comfort from the beyond. They've moved beyond the earthly plane, but they can still make their presence known to us in various ways. These entities, these unseen visitors, may be more a part of our everyday lives than we realize. It might be more common than you think to have these unseen visitors around. So, how can you tell if there's a ghost or spirit around you? Well, there are certain telltale signs that may indicate their presence. Let's delve into the first 5. First up, we have unexplained noises. Have you ever been alone in a room and heard a creak or a knock that just didn't fit the usual house sounds? It could be a pipe, it could be the wind, or it could be something entirely else. Spirits are said to create sounds that are out of place or unaccounted for. So next time you hear a mysterious thud, it might not be just your imagination. Moving on, we have doors and cupboards opening on their own. If you've ever walked into a room and found a door or cupboard mysteriously open, this could be another sign. Spirits are believed to have the ability to interact with the physical world in subtle ways, and an open door might be their attempt at communication. Next on the list is lights or electronics switching on and off. This isn't about a faulty bulb or a glitchy TV. The theory here is that spirits can manipulate electrical fields. So if your lights are flickering or your TV is changing channels on its own, you might not need an electrician, but a different kind of specialist. Fourth, we have disappearing items. Ever had that moment where you're sure you left your keys on the table, but they've just vanished? Then they turn up in the most unexpected place. Spirits are known to move small objects, maybe as a prank, or maybe just to get your attention. Finally, we have shadows. Unexplained shadows and fleeting movements in your peripheral vision. These could be signs as well. Some believe that spirits can manifest as shadows, a sort of visual echo of their former selves. These signs might seem familiar, but there's more to come. So, stay tuned and keep your senses sharp. You never know what might be lurking just out of sight. Are you ready for more signs that might indicate a ghostly presence? Let's dive deeper into the otherworldly mysteries. Ever had the goosebumps-inducing feeling of being watched, even when you're completely alone? A possible sign of spiritual presence, this sensation can be both intriguing and unsettling. It's as if a pair of unseen eyes are observing your every move, almost like an invisible guest in your home. Next, consider the unexpected hot or cold spots in your house. Do you ever walk into a room and suddenly feel a chill run down your spine, or a sudden warmth envelop you? Such unexplained temperature fluctuations might indicate the presence of a spirit. It's believed that spirits can manipulate energy around them, and this manipulation can cause these noticeable temperature changes. Another sign is the sensation of being touched. Have you ever felt a hand on your shoulder, a brush against your arm, or a tug at your hair, only to find no one around? This could be a spirit attempting to make contact. They simply wish to attract your attention. They are not attempting to provide you with a new hairstyle. Next on our list are unexplained smells. Ever catch a whiff of a fragrance or odor that seems out of place? Perhaps the scent of a loved one's perfume who's long passed, or a distinct smell associated with a departed person. Spirits can sometimes manifest their presence through such olfactory experiences. Finally, we have cries, whispers, or voices. Ever heard your name being called when no one else is home? Or perhaps faint whispers, laughter, or crying in the dead of night? This is a common way for spirits to communicate and make their presence known. These signs might make you rethink those odd occurrences around your house, but hold on, we're not done yet. We're down to the last 5 signs. Are you still with us? Up next, we have levitating objects. This is a rare occurrence, but it's not unheard of. Some have reported items in their homes inexplicably defying gravity and hovering in mid-air. This might sound like something out of a Hollywood movie, but many believe it to be a manifestation of spectral energy. Moving on to apparitions. This is a classic sign that's been depicted in countless ghost stories. Apparitions are visual manifestations of spirits or ghosts. They can appear as a full figure or just a part, often blurry or translucent. They may seem real for a fleeting moment, only to disappear right before your eyes. Next on the list, objects at your feet. Ever found an item in a place where it has no business being? Like a childhood trinket you haven't seen in years suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Some believe this is a way for spirits to communicate by moving objects to catch your attention. Animal sensitivity is another sign to look out for. Our furry friends are believed to have a heightened sense of the paranormal. They see, hear, and sense things that we can't. So if your cat is staring at an empty corner, or your dog is barking in thin air, they might be sensing something otherworldly. Finally, we have residual energy imprints. These are energy patterns that past experiences or emotions have left behind, almost like a psychic echo. They can manifest as cold spots, strange smells, or a sudden change in mood. It's like walking into a room and feeling an inexplicable tension hanging in the air. Now that we've covered all the signs, you might be wondering what to do next. So you've identified some signs. What happens now? Well, understanding the unseen is the first step. Interacting with these energies is the next step. It's crucial to remember that ghosts and spirits are distinct. Ghosts are typically tied to a location, an object, or even a person. They're imprints of the past, repeating the same actions over and over. Spirits, on the other hand, are the conscious essence of a person that's passed on. They're free to move around, carrying their personalities and emotions with them. When you sense a spirit, it's often a comforting, peaceful feeling. It's as if a loved one is visiting, checking in on you. Ghosts, however, can create a more unsettling atmosphere. They may produce cold spots, unexplained noises, and even manipulate electronic devices. Now, how do you interact with these energies? For spirits, it's simple. Speak to them as you would any other person. Ask them to share their messages or express your gratitude for their visit. With ghosts, it's a bit trickier. Since they're stuck in a loop, they're less likely to respond to direct communication. But you can help them move on. Speak gently, reassuring them that it's okay to let go of their earthly ties. But what about the residual energy, those imprints of past events that linger in space? Clearing this energy is vital. A smudging ritual using sage or other herbs can cleanse the space, removing any stagnant or negative energy. Always approach these experiences with an open heart and a respectful attitude. Remember that these entities were once people too, and they might just be trying to communicate. Even in the unseen, empathy and understanding are key. So, stay curious and stay kind. You never know who might be trying to reach out from the other side. Remember, these entities were once people too, and they might just be trying to communicate. With all this newfound knowledge, it's time to ask yourself, are those unexplained noises just the creaking of an old house, or is it something more? Have you noticed the lights flickering for no apparent reason, or objects mysteriously moving from where you last left them? It's easy to dismiss these occurrences as mere coincidences, but remember, we're in a universe full of mysteries that are beyond our understanding. The signs we've discussed today might just be the universe's way of nudging you towards acknowledging the unseen. Now, this doesn't mean you should start panicking at every shadow or unexplained noise. It's about being open to the extraordinary possibilities that exist around us. And remember, not all spirits are malevolent. Some might just be trying to convey a message, or perhaps they're stuck in a limbo between our world and the next. So the next time you encounter something inexplicable, take a deep breath. Don't let fear cloud your judgment. Instead, try to understand, interact, and coexist. What would you do if you realized a spirit was trying to communicate with you?